I'm going to tell you why you don't buy cheap coilovers like Maxpeedingrods. So let's get it. So on my 91 Mazda Miata, I've been running Maxpeedingrods for probably about 3 years now. And I had one break on me when I first got them a year later. And then when I was pulling out of my garage, they broke again. Now that whole thing is turning right there. As you can see. Like, let's see if I can get you a shot. Yeah, see? It's all turning around. And I think I blew the back one too. So I'm going to pull this apart and show you what we're going to end up doing. And it's probably just going to throw the same old coilovers on there. But you gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta be cheap. And this is the eBay Miata. So I ended up getting the tire off and everything, as you can tell. But I just want to show you what broke. The actual, can't see it from down here, I guess. I'll get it off, but yeah, it's pretty messed up. I mean, somehow it broke like that, so gonna end up fixing it real quick. Let me pull this off and let me show you what happened. So as you can tell, I got this thing out and it's destroyed. I mean, just look at this thing. Just look at it. No, it's pretty messed up. It broke right there. The rod got pushed down in there and tore that whole thing up, as you can tell. Plus it's leaking because that's where it was laying. But now I just have to reset this, set everything up on this new one that I'm going to be using, because I had spare ones because I already broke one. And you have to order the whole set. So I'm going to set this up and then throw it on the car. So I just got this coilover all finished up, got it set to where this one was, almost exactly the same. So I just kind of measured it with how it's spaced out right here, spaced out right there, and then the height between these two. So I'm going to end up throwing this back in there. I just don't want to dump the money into expensive coilovers right now. You know, they hold up, so if you're going to buy one set for $200, might as well buy two. And if you're going to buy two, might as well buy a Raceland. So, because these are only $215, I think, and Racelands are only like, you know, $500. So, might as well go with Racelands. You probably aren't going to have, you know, this happen to you where they just bust. So, I'm going to throw this back in there and get it done. So as you can tell, coilover back in, got everything sitting properly. It took me a while because I haven't, hold on, let me get a flashlight. So it took me a while to get it in just because I forgot to remove the sway bar links. And after I removed that, it went in pretty easily. If you unbolt right there, that sway bar, just unbolt that thing right there from the very bottom, and it comes loose pretty easily. All you need to do is put your foot down on the caliper right there, push down on it, and you can slide in the coilover. But I just rebuilt it and got it sized up, about to put the tire on. And actually, we're going to swing over to the back and tell y'all what you guys need to double check. So one thing that you guys need to check is when you put these coilovers in, yeah, they have issues, or they seem to have issues after a while, but if I'm going to try to put this down and then just listen to this. See how loose that is right there? I'm twisting it. So definitely double check the coilovers, make sure they're tightened down, or they have a likelihood of breaking like my last one did. I already checked the other side, so we're going to tighten up this top bolt. Actually, come and find out, this thing is broken. I'm twisting the whole entire, oh no, it doesn't want to do it. No, there it goes. Let me see if I can get you guys in there. So if you guys look right there, I'm twisting the whole coilover. It's broken. It's just completely flat out broke. So luckily I have another spare set. Again, if you're going to get these, get 2 sets, and at that point get Racelands. But I'm going to use them since I got them. So I'm going to pull this back out and well, put my other coilover on. Well, actually, I gotta get the wheel off. So, luckily, I already put it in gear and everything else. So, I'm gonna take this wheel off and then start pulling it. So, I got the wheel off and the coilover off. It was pretty easy. Just 2 bolts yanked down. You don't have to put much pressure on this to make it drop. And because I got this off already and I have the car jacked up on both sides, I'm gonna put this extra sway bar that I got from a junkyard. I'm not unsure about the brand, but I know it's gonna be better than this one because, well, that one's a little bit more girthier than this back one. So I'm gonna zip this off, put everything back together, and then probably show you. Also forgot to show you that I got this coilover all set up. It's going to be looking like this because I run my car so low, and if I tighten up the spring to the top, it's going to sit too high. So this is how I've been running these coilovers. I know it's not the right way, but it works in a sense. So gonna put this also in the car, but first let's get to the rear sway bar. So I got the sway bar completed or put on. I accidentally put it in backwards and then thought I got the wrong sway bar, but I just had to flip it upside down. As you can tell, this is angled, or it is angled, like if you're looking down upon it, it's angled this way. And so when you flip it upside down, it's angled the opposite way. And I thought I was going to buy sway bar end links, which I need to anyways, but that's for another day. I put my sway bar, adjusted it, and it ended up working out pretty good. It's pretty sturdy compared to the other one that I had, which is stock. So put the sway bar end links in there, and well, it's doing pretty good. And then when I was down there, I thought I cut these out, but I found them tucked away. So I'm going to install those 2 batteries, take these lights out right there, and actually install the lights and see if they work, because I'm not even sure if they work. So I finally got these lights to work. I plugged everything in and I was kind of sad at first, and then I realized that this cable right here wasn't plugged in, so it controls all the side markers. So I unplugged that a long time ago, or probably when I was painting the car. Forgot to plug it back in, and everything works. So they're amber, but they look red in the video. But got that working. Got everything tightened up on here, on the sway bar. Now I'm going to put my coilover in and see if I can get that working. Got everything set up for the coilover, ready to put it in. I think the difficult part is going to get it, set up in there properly, and then my ride height is going to be a little messed up just due to me putting coilovers, or a new set of coilovers, on each side. Because as you remember, in the beginning of this episode, I did this one. So I'm going to finish this up, and hopefully this works. So I finally got the coilovers in. As you can tell, they're right back there. Goodness, if I could actually, there they are. Got it in, got everything set up, sway bars in. It just took me a minute. It was kind of difficult. It was just been a minute since I actually, done coilovers on a car. I've been doing other stuff with it. And then the reason why I haven't been putting out content as much is because, well, my Tahoe went down, which is my main vehicle, which I got back up and running. I had to remove the transmission like 3 times, try to rebuild a transmission, and it went horribly wrong. I was going to make a video, but I'm glad I didn't, because, well, I didn't have a part for it or a tool to get to the part, and I decided not to do it. So, but I mean, it's easily could have been fixed. I just went to a junkyard, threw another transmission up in there, and well, it worked. So gonna put this on the ground, put the wheels on, and get this thing rolling. So I appreciate you guys watching. Again, just a video that need to be made. Might as well show you what I'm doing to my car. Nothing really special, just showing you what Raceland, or not even Raceland, speed rods are. And they're not the best, but they hold up my car, and they're pretty good for what they are. For the price range, who can complain about a $200 coilover that lowers it? I mean, yeah, They're not 400 or 300 or 400 or 500 or $600, but that's better than having to push out that money, and it's temporary fix for what you need. So I've been running them. I'm also looking at doing airbags on them. So we'll see how that goes. Again, hopefully it works. I think it will. I've been testing them. I'm about to get a air pump for them. So we'll see. Might be putting bags on the Miata soon. So just stay tuned, and hopefully everything's going to look good. But stay safe, and remember, never give up. Bye.